You had such a good role and great recap. I'm impressed that you remembered the heart, that giant shaped stone heart with the dead tree sticking out of it, and that ship wreckage to the south. So you guys have the X's on the map for those, and you also, as you were climbing the switchback trail of Mabala, you were able to see a bunch of the Eldani Basin too. So you uncovered a bunch of the map, and plus, when you were at Camp Vengeance, the commander, the commander actually uncovered a bunch of your map as well. So there's a little bit to the north that you guys need to check out. There's to the west, and then there's the rest of the map. So you guys have a bunch still, and you also have 145 days left until this Sylvana, she starts to get too weak and probably will die. So you guys have been at it for 5 days now. You guys are at your on your 6th day now. Hey, thanks, Ovia. I appreciate it. Love Twitch Prime. That's like the best deal on the internet. So we're on the plateau, and you guys, especially Chief, after kicking that can, nobody else has been discovered yet. But this Nanny Poopoo, and I'll also give you the image of what she looks like. This striking elderly lady with the face that's painted like the Punisher's skull, and her big brown turban wrapped around her head, and the boobs that are hanging around down her knees, and she she saw you though, Shen, and she put that skull down on the ground, and she noticed you, and she put her hands up and said, "Oh, hello." She sounded like Mrs. Doubtfire, and she says, "Oh, hello, my pretty," and she kind of waddled over to you and pinched your cheek, and where we left off was, "Oh, what is your name? You're a cute one. I bet all of the ladies fight over you." And boy, they do on the YouTube comments. They fight over all you guys. So she introduces herself as Nanny Poopoo, and she says, "Welcome to my humble abode."
Greetings, Nanny Poopoo. May I just call you Nanny?
You can call me Nanny. She says, "What brings you to, of all places in all of the world, what brings you to Umbala on the island of Cholt?"
We come here seeking knowledge. We are looking for Orlunga.
Orlunga, huh? You're looking for Orlunga. I know where Orlunga is. I was there once, many years ago. It is an old ziggurat, and it's to the west of Mabala. What knowledge do you seek from me? Or is it the knowledge that you seek from Orlunga?
Yes, we were told to speak to a wise guardian of Orlunga. Would you know who that may be? We seek the guardian of Orlunga.
If it's a guardian, Orlunga at one time, many, many years ago, actually before my time as well, it was pretty much a Naga civilization. And the Nagas, they thrived there, but they just disappeared one day. But the rumor has it there is a spirit that still lives in the temple. And the temple is on the top of the pyramid. I've never been there myself. I've never really seen this guardian, but a couple of adventurers, maybe a month back or so, told me that they were on their way to seek the knowledge of the prophet or the guardian that was in the temple as well. So I really don't know what to believe. But I think there may be something there, especially seeing that now another group has come to Mabala to seek the location of Orlunga. I think there may be something happening over there. There may be a big party.
I would like to introduce the rest of my party.
Ooh.
Come on out, gentlemen.
You have more friends, and she claps her hands. Ooh. Would you be staying for dinner? Toad soup is on the menu for tonight.
Toad soup may be appetizing.
Oh,
That sounds delicious.
These
My name's
toads
Zero.
are... Hey, hello, Zero. Oh, you're a cute one as well.
Toad soup, you say? That
Oh,
sounds
yes.
yummy.
They're from my well, where I keep things. Yeah.
You're well.
Yes, I have a well, and she points out behind her, and there's a rickety-looking well that is probably about 3 feet above the ground. And she says, "Yes, I just fish them out of there with a hook. I just tie it to the end of a rope and I throw it down there, and I just wait for them to jump on it, and then I gig them. Have you ever been frog gigging? It's pretty fun."
Can't say that I have.
But these frogs, these things are huge. They're about 3 times the size of your hand. But it's not quite ready yet. Dinner's not quite being served yet. You know, I will show you the location of Orlunga if you would to maybe do a small little favor for me.
And what might that be?
Well, you see, there has been no one here for many years. I'm the last survivor of Mabala. And see, I'm getting old. I'm getting older now, and I'm not quite the spry one that I used to be in my earlier days. And there is a pesky terrafolk problem that we have here, and it's on the south side of the plateau. And there's a nest of them, and they've pretty much killed everyone off except for me. I'm sure you've probably noticed all of the skulls and the bones entering Mabala. Well, those are all of my friends and the people that used to live here. But the terrafolk, they've whittled them down one by one, and it's just little old me left.
How long have you been here alone?
Oh, for about maybe 75 years. Been about 75 years, and it's been about 10 years since the last citizens of Mabala were taken out by those pesky terrafolk. They know I'm here too, but I'm always dodgy of them. I know when they go out to feed. They've killed they've killed all of my flying monkeys. I have none of my precious little flying monkeys left, and she's got a couple of cages hanging around, the base of the roof of her hut. They're just empty. She says, "I used to have flying monkeys, but they're all gone now." I had a flesh golem. They killed and ate him too. Those things will eat anything. If they could get to my frogs, they would probably eat all of them too. But I will tell you what. If you help me kill those terrafolk, I'll do a couple of things for you, because the last group that came through, I think his name was Simber or something like that. Symbol or Simba or something like that. He and some dragon-looking guy came. He was unique. Boy, he had a tail and everything. But fleshlight golems. That's what Sylvia said. I used to have a fleshlight golem, but he was poked to death by the beaks of the terrafolk. I'll do a couple of things for you, though. Pretties. I will give you the location of Orlunga, because I do know where it's at. And you know that Simber guy, or Simba, whatever his name was, he didn't want to help little old me. Can you believe that? Who would want to help me? I'm not mean. But I will give you the location of Orlunga, and this is a good and. I will let all of you choose one piece of treasure from my well. Because that's where I store all of my precious things. See, as my friends started dying and all of the other civilians here, the civilization here in Mabala, they all died, I just started taking their stuff. I mean, who else was going to take it? So I did. And I put it all into the well. All into the well. So there's lots of goodies down there. So I'll let everyone choose one thing. And lastly, here's the best thing. You're going to get a good frog soup. So what do you say? Take out those pesky terrafolks and I'll help you out too. It's sort of like, oh, then I have one more good one for you too. I kind of almost forgot about that one. So it's like you scratch my back and I will definitely scratch your good looking backs too. Hopefully you got some hair on those things. But anyways, I'll also, there's one other thing. I guess you've all heard of this death curse that's been kind of going around. This is what that Simba guy or Symbol or whatever his name was. He told me that the whole world is suffering from this death curse. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody's dying and so forth. But that's okay. He says that resurrections don't work anymore. But you know what? That's hogwash. Because I'm a worshiper of Merkel, the Lord of the Bones. And I'll tell you what, Merkel has imbued me with the power to do a ritual of transformation that will bring one of you dead suckers back, one of you dead adventurers back to life. Of course, you may be undead and a zombie, but nonetheless, it's the only resurrection that still works with this death curse that's going on. So it's called the Rite of Stolen Life. So if any of you hunks, good-looking guys, I'm telling you, if I was only about 75 years younger, holy cow, I would never mind. But anyways, I'll bring you back to life with that Rite of Stolen Life. You'll be blessed by Merkel. Like I said, there's a little stipulation. You'll be undead, but nonetheless, hey, at least you'll still be alive. But the only bad thing is you got to sacrifice somebody else to bring someone else back to life. That's not me. That's not the rules. That's the rules of Merkel, the Lord of Bones. Don't blame me. Blame him. But that's an option for you now. I'll even throw that into the pot as well. Ooh, I wonder how that would taste with the frog soup. So what do you say, adventurers?
You had the treasure. I don't know about the rest of my friends.
Sounds like we're going after some terrafolk.
What do these terrafolk look like anyway?
Oh, they kind of look like a big flying lizard. They have big sharp claws. They can pick you up and take you and eat you. And they work in packs. They're pretty vicious. You're not a bunch of yellow bellies, are you? I can see all of you have a bunch of magic. She kind of waves her hand. Oh, you actually have quite a bit of magic. You should be able to handle yourselves nicely against those terrafolk.
So what do you think, guys? Want to go do this and be back in time for some toad soup?
Oh, it's still a couple of hours away. The meat just falls off of the bone. And what is your name, little cutie, with the big puffy cheeks and long sideburns?
Oh, you haven't heard of me before? I'm Omi Barton. I'm sure you've heard of my Spoon the World tour.
Nope, I sure haven't. What is it about? Maybe should I ask or should I not ask?
Oh, I'll show you. Here, I pull out a t-shirt and hand her one.
Oh, that's wonderful as she opens it up and looks at it. Spoon the World Tour. Home of the Blue Note. That's interesting. The Brown Note. I'm sorry, the Brown Note. That's interesting.
Yeah, the editor misprinted that one. I had to fix it.
Oh, is this mine to keep? Thank you so much, dearie. She kind of rolls her eyes.
You're welcome. I'm sure you'll cherish it forever.
Well, I'm sure I will too. If I only had a car to wash with it, I'd be okay. I had to do that. Yeah, so the Terrafolk. Yes. Yes, ladies man.
I'm in on this if you guys are. I'm not a fan of the idea of getting picked up and dropped, but I'm sure our boy Aris here could save us if that happened.
Yeah, you've got a couple of... I think they sleep in that cave. She kind of points over to the south, over all the ruins. She said, yes, they're in there. There's a whole mess of them. A whole mess of them.
I say do it and then get back, have this toad soup.
That toad soup is going to knock your Aunt Connie's socks off.
Any chance of getting some fried frog legs as an appetizer?
It tastes like chicken. Fried frog legs? Sure, I can do a couple of those for you. Anything for you, good looking.
That's it. I'm in. Come on, guys.
Yeah. No worries.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to use this, and I'm not going to put any mask on it or anything like that. Yeah, my Fantasy Grounds runs really... I can go with that. I'll go with that. You know, I haven't been really using those a lot lately.
Yeah, I had noticed that.
Yeah, I haven't been using those too much at all, actually. Let me get my...
Yeah, those yawning portal guys were fighting some stuff that was pretty nasty all by itself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were. That was one of my New Year's resolutions, to start weaning myself off of module stuff and start doing my own. I guess all the kids call it homebrew content. I guess that's what everybody calls it now. So that's kind of what I want to start doing now. I mean, I've got years and years of stuff, so why not go ahead and do it, you know? All right, so I am almost done. I'm going to put all of you guys on the map. I'm going to take Ares out of the combat tracker. I'm going to take Ares out of the party sheet because he is no longer in the game, unfortunately. So therefore,
Any
you
chance
won't
you
have
could save
to...
us if we get thrown off a cliff or something?
No, I don't think so, because in case he decides to come back down the line, I don't think it would. Sorry, Ares, but everybody put a ball and gag and chained you up and threw you over the cliff. Sorry, I don't want to do that to a player.
Maybe he went out to lay that golden egg after all.
Oh, nice. The Aircocker. Wah, wah. You must be hanging out with worm food. You must be hanging out with worm food. Okay, so here is the deal. All right. Here's the new map. I set that encounter up in like, what, a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Okay, so you guys are here. You guys walk into this cave, and we're just going to look at the top part of the cave, because I can't put because of the amount of memory that I'm using up, I can't use my Fog of War. So, but I'll have that fixed for next time. And you guys move into this cave, and this cave, of course, is the home of these Terrafolk, as what Nanny Poopoo has called them. So you guys work your way through these caves, and you come to the end of this very long, twisty and windy entrance to the cave. And there's, puddles of water all over the place. There's piles of rubble. And you guys are still benefiting from that dark vision food that your buddy Omi Barton cooked up for you. So as you guys are looking out into this cave, which is darn near about 70 to 80 feet, you can see as your eyes are starting to adjust, you see a bunch of creatures that are hanging upside down from the ceiling. And these things are huge. These things are almost probably 8 to 10 feet tall. And these things are 8 to 10 feet tall. And there's a huge pool in the very back northern part of this cavern. And there's a bunch of other stalagmites and stalactites that are hanging down and protruding up. And you can see all of these things right here. There's one hanging over to your left. So there's about 7 of them. And these things are huge. They're about 7 to 8, 10 feet tall. And they're hanging upside down.
Does it look like, is there any other entrances or exits that we can see to the cave?
Not to where you're looking at. No, it doesn't look like it. And as you guys were coming in here, it looked like it was pretty much a one way in and one way out for the most part.
I'm going to turn around and tap Omi and Zero on the shoulder and just kind of give them a look and point at my eyes and point in the direction of all the things hanging on the ceiling. Tell them to turn around, kind of.
Okay.
Why don't you guys give me stealth checks too? As you guys are making your way towards the... And like I said, you guys would probably be around... you'll probably be around here. So how far are you guys going to be going in? I know somebody would have had to go in quite a bit just so they could kind of see around.
I mean, of course, I know I'm the one that got sent in as a scout, so let's not pretend here. Are we doing tower rolls on it? I guess not.
Disadvantage or disadvantage?
It'll do it automatically. If you're wearing a heavier armor, it will automatically recognize the stealth disadvantage. So I think the only one that has disadvantage would be Shen.
Yep.
Because of the heavy armor. Yeah, I'll let you. Yeah, it should have been in a tower, but I'm cool with that.
I don't know why it rolled for me like 15 times, but it's my double clicky mouse.
Yeah, I'll take the first roll for you, Shen. So you guys are actually okay. Now Zero's making a little bit of noise in the back, but it doesn't wake the terrafolk.
Do you think there's any way we could collapse the entrance to the cave so they'd just be starved to death in this cave because they couldn't get out?
Ingenious, I like it.
Party members.
I like that.
Are there any holes in the ceiling that they can fly out of?
If you want to take a little peek inside of the cave, because you are still in that hall, so
I'll peeky peek.
All right, and I'll use
know this is my job anyway.
Yeah, I'll use your stealth check as well. So you look at, there's a couple of caverns over to the left, but it looks like they may be just shallow. And then over on the right-hand side around here, there's like a natural earthen ramp that goes down. And there's a huge pool of water, probably about 40 feet wide or so. And it's a real calm water. And then there's a couple of those terrafolk that are dangling above it.
Do I see anything that looks like daylight shining in from anywhere other than where we came in?
You sure do not. Looks like it's closed off from where you're at. From the point to where you're at now, yeah. Looks like it's closed off.
I'll go back and report to them and ask them if they want me to go further, because I know I didn't go very far in.
You want to scout? Should we scout it out some more, or should we just make a plan? Maybe see if I can mesmerize a few of them and try to use this entrance area here as a choke point.
You would get the element of surprise if you decided to attack them. You would get the element of surprise.
Or we could, I don't know how how feasible like collapsing the roof here would be. But that would be something, that would be an option too, as long as they don't have any way else to get out of here.
I will entertain anything. I mean, if you guys think you can collapse the cavern in, I mean, that could possibly work. I'd like to see how you would do it. I think that would be interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, we could have used Markesh for that one.
Yeah, I whispered to Zero, "Hey, buddy, you got anything for this?"
I've got lightning bolt. That's about the only thing I have.
Don't forget shock and grasp.
Well, I'm not going to touch them, so shocking grasp is not going to happen in this. I don't really have anything.
I could try to shatter the roof. How high up is the roof here, anyway?
The cavern ceiling is probably about 30 feet or so.
Okay, that's quite a bit of rock that would need to come down.
I wouldn't say we try to collapse the entire cavern. If we could just collapse this little 10-foot section here by the entry where we're at to trap them inside there. If we're going to go with that option.
I'm going to take a look at the walls and see how sturdy the rock here is, and kind of try to judge, like, if I were to throw a shatter spell, what kind of damage it would do.
What's the radius on shatter? The combustion radius, what is it, like 20, 15 feet?
10-foot circle.
10-foot circle? Just 10 feet, right? Not a 10-foot, not a 20-foot diameter, but a 10-foot radius? Or is it radius or,
yep.
or what? So it'd be a 20-foot diameter,
10-foot
right?
radius. Yep.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
I mean, you'd get, it's earthen wall, so I mean, I would say sure, we'll give it a chance. But I'm going to let you do the call. What do you think the percentage chance would be of it caving in? What do you think the percentage chance would be from 1 to 100?
An earthen wall.
Really special spoons.
Well, I'd say some of it's would collapse in for sure. The question is just that would enough collapse to permanently block it.
And if if you had to use more, it would probably push whatever had fallen out of the way. Or, so it would have to, I would say it would have to be like a one-time deal. You could try it one time, and if it would be successful with a percentage chance, I'd entertain it. I like that kind of stuff. I love thinking out of the box like that. Well, what do you think the percentage chance would be? I'm going to let you realistically come up with a percentage chance that you think would work.
I'd say it's probably a coin toss, 50-50.
I was waiting for you to say, well, Dave, looking at the algorithms and the numbers and the angles of the walls, and I think there'd be about a 99% chance this thing would cave in. That stuff, but I'd go with 50-50. What do you guys think? You guys think 50-50 would be fair?
Well,
what if Zero threw a couple magic missiles against the stalactites?
Yeah, sort of like all at the same time kind of deal. Or maybe two shatters or something. I don't know. What do you think? A fireball and a shatter, that might work. I would even say the chance of success would be even greater for that.
But you guys want to try that? The only thing is if we try that and it doesn't work, we do give up our element of surprise.
Well, if we try that and it collapses part of the entryway here, right where we're at, even if it doesn't seal it off and we lose the element of surprise, they're still only going to be able to get through the opening to get to us, one, maybe two at a time.
So maybe you and Darganath,
So
if
they
this
think.
fails and they can still get through, maybe you and Darganath can form a wall in front to minimize how many can get to us at one time.
Yeah.
I could have fun with them and have an invisible wall push them out from the rear. That would be pretty funny.
That sounds like a plan.
That would be
I
really
would
funny. Have it move up like
cast
10
your
feet at a
shadow
time.
spell right here about where we're at.
That would be
Back
good.
out of the passageway, and then if it's not successful, we even if it's not 100% successful, we can control their access to us, vice going in there and getting slammed by several of them at once.
Yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, what, 2 or 3 can get attacks on you at the same time? Maybe 4, depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good opening move.
You guys want me to scout anymore? Are we comfortable with this?
Still makes me nervous.
Give me I also want you to give me a perception check while you were in there. And I meant to ask you this before, but you guys started talking about caving it in. So, Dark, give me a perception. Yeah. You also notice as you're looking in there towards the north end of the cavern where the water is, on the opposite side of the water on this ledge that's kind of protruding just up above the water line, it seems like there is a corpse on the other side. And I'll say that the corpse is up on this ledge right here. Right there. Where I put the green line.
Okay, guys, I got more intel. There's a corpse in there that might have something worthwhile on it. I can try to sneak in there and check it out. But
I think
if
that would be
shit
awesome.
hits the fan, well,
Why don't do we want to do that first? Have you
I mean, we
stealth?
can't do it after you collapse the cave.
Yeah. If you're gonna do that, come back here and let me give you some help from my spoons.
I had to put
Maybe it'll give me a chance to look around more too.
I had to
didn't
dangle
really
the carrot
feel
for him.
comfortable with how good a look I got the first time. I mean, I didn't see any daylight, so I wanted to at least report that.
Come back here a second, Darganath. As he comes back here, I'm going to pull out a spoon, 2 spoons this time, and start chanting and touching his forehead and cheeks and everything with the spoon as I cast some magic on you.
Whoa, the cheeks and the forehead? Nice.
I'm going to cast Long Strider and Enhance Ability for Dexterity on Darganath and give him some Bardic Inspiration.
Wow. I can see it now. Dark's going to go and fail his stealth check. He's going to be had. And then you guys are going to cast Shatter, and then it's going to work, obviously, and then it's going to pin Dark in there. Oh, Dark, that would not be good, bud.
Hey, out of character, if there's a way for Dark to go down, that's a pretty epic way.
Yeah. You might be able to take 7 Terrafold. I mean, you do get your reaction every round to mitigate damage, so...
All right.
Against 7 attacks, it's not going to work out too good.
I think you're forgetting I'm a rogue, so that bonus action dash, that's some pretty quick movement.
And your movement's 40 now.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, wish me luck.
Okay, good luck, Darganath. May the spoon be with you.
Should I just roll a stealth check every time I move my full movement, or how you want to work this?
Let's see. So for an action, I guess you could just do like a double movement, and even though stealthing is like, you're supposed to stealth in half your movement, and I'll just say, just give me a stealth check and you can move double your movement. I'm easy. And which is the path that you want to go to, you know?
You want to lock tokens and I can draw it out, or you want me to just
Sure,
like step
I
by
will.
step?
You know what? I will lock it out. Actually, that's a good idea. There you go. And let's see. We'll even put you up here to just before you're fixing to go into the cave. So you would have 80 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Well, I mean,
like
once
it.
I get to the water, it's going to slow me down a lot. So I guess that would be. Oh wait, no, 80. So hold on. 50 to get to the water, so another 15 into the water. So I'd get the rate about there on that first check.
Okay.
Unless I ran straight for it.
That's up to you.
I kind of want to use cover as long as I can. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what. I will approve that move. And you slide into the cave. You're using that huge stalagmite. You work your way around it. And then you dip your toes into the water, which is actually a warm water. And the water is very deep. And it's very clear, too. So you can see quite a ways down. It's pretty deep. It's not like a little puddle. And when you're in here, you can actually feel that there's a current. So are you traveling above the water or are you traveling below the water?
I'm doing one of those like the what I don't know what they call it. It's like a stealth combat kind of thing where it's like as I do each stroke I kind of go under, but I just peek up
like the frogman stroke or something like that. Yeah. Like the frogman. All right. Give me a perception check. And you are not noticed. You move all of that distance, 80 feet, and you're not had. All right, so you can do your and as you're doing your frogman swim, you notice that down below about 30 feet or so, and because this is very clear water, you can see that there's a cave entrance about 30 feet down, and it's on this side of that wall, and it's down, I'd say it's about 20 feet or so. It's a pretty round hole. It's probably about a 15 foot wide hole. 10 or 15 by 15. Pretty round hole. So now you can take the rest of your movement and give me another stealth check as you
clutch one here.
Make your way over towards the corpse that is lying on the edge. All right. You move. You get all the way up to the corpse. And it's not one corpse. It's actually two corpses that were kind of beside each other. Kind of, no pun intended here, spooning each other. So, yeah, there's two bodies. And they're humans. And there is a backpack that is sitting kind of between them.
How would I stealthily search this backpack? Is that like a stealth sleight of hand?
I would say, I would say give me a sleight of hand, because it would also depend on, I mean, you've got over to the edge to where you are silent. So let's see the sleight of hand to see if you can. You do. Nice, man. You got some darn good bonuses. So you take the half, I guess you could say the half decayed arm, and kind of put it over to the side, and you get the backpack. And the terrafolk, there's still one kind of shudders up above you, takes a poop, and then the poop lands in the water right beside you. Looks like a Snickers bar, like in Caddyshack. But it's like the size of the jumbo Snickers. But you have the backpack now. And the terrafolk do not see you. So give me a stealth check as you're moving away. once again, you make it away so you can move your 80 feet. Yeah, and don't forget you got that cave down there that you had seen too. And I put the green marker on the map.
You said that was 20 feet down?
20 feet down, yep. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just going to report that. I don't think I'm going to try to go down there and check it out.
You can if you want to. I mean, you've got plenty of movement.
Crap, yeah, I'll swim down. Look at that.
All right. There's like an air pocket. And as you emerge, as you go into this tunnel, you emerge in this another cavern, another earthy cavern. And with this, the first thing that you sense, two things. The water's warm because of this place. This place is definitely pretty hot. And what I mean, it's warm. And you smell a sort of like a charcoaly burning smell. Something that is possibly burning. And in fact, I'm actually going to show you. I'm going to give you a map because you're going to appear on a whole new plane there, bud.
In my head, I'm thanking Omi, I think, for cooking that fantastic meal so I can see all this.
Yeah, isn't it nice to be able to see in the dark? All right, so I'm going to share this map to you and to you only. And this is what you see, Sir Darganoth. All right, good.
Interests me greatly.
Yeah.
But I can't go but so far on my own.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
So as you look in, you can see that, you know, the stairs descend down, and then you see what you see in front of you, kind of streaking across the path there. And it's sort of misty in this place too. But like I said, there's a very, like a robust smell of like maybe a furnace or maybe like a forge, like I said, like a bunch of burning coal or something. But it's definitely, it's warm in here. Yeah, you definitely do. Yeah. It goes kind of one way to the other way, and it just kind of goes straight ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to back out and start trying to work my way back to the exit again.
Okay, sounds good. We will close that. All right, I will put you back here on the other map. All right, so give me one more stealth check to get away from these things. Which you shouldn't, you're nimble like a cat, so you shouldn't have a problem. Very nice. You may move. You are not detected. Very nice. Man, you see all those rolls. They were all over 20. Every single one of them. All 6 of them.
That should be out to 40. I don't know if you want me to get one more good roll or just let me go from there.
No, that's fine. You can move back to the party. No, it was just because of you were in the vicinity of the Terrafolk over that pool of water. All right, so unlock it and you can move back. And that's what you saw.
So I will report
Clutch
to them
rolls.
everything I saw.
6
and
great
tell
rolls
them
over
I think
20.
there might be a second exit, but I'm not sure if it actually goes to the world. It looks like there's a forge under the water. It's weird. I saw tracks and everything. It's really hot. And while they figure out what they want to do with this information, I'll start going through this backpack that I snagged.
I haven't heard it described like that for a long time. Snagged. That's what we used to say when I was a kid. We would snag something, like I'm gonna go snag my friend's fishing pole or something like that. So inside of this backpack, really not much. There's about 20 gold, and there's a potion. I mean, there is quite a. I mean, it's pretty nice, but I mean, for gold, it's like 20 gold. So I'll put that on the party sheet, and then we'll do whatever you want to do with it. So there's also 2 other items. There is an item that is familiar with you guys, a potion of greater healing. So now you guys have 2 of those in the party sheet. And there is also a silvered dagger that was in the backpack. And I will identify the silver dagger, and I will put it inside of the party sheet. So that's what was in the backpack of the 2 dead explorers or whoever. But it looks like they've been dead for quite a while. Probably several months.
So what does everybody else think about this underwater cave I found?
You're not sure if it leads to another exit or not.
I can't imagine they built a forge under there and had their only exit be through water.
Yeah.
I don't think the Terra folk will go through water to exit the cave.
I mean, they're big lizards. I don't think they have a problem swimming. I mean, there's birds that actually swim, you know?
We'll also say that there was another couple of offshoots in this. It wasn't a very long cave that you had to swim through. We'll say that there were a couple of other small little offshoot, but the main thing you could see was